The bench, new head coach for Seattle, former assistant here in D.C. back in 2014 through 18. He was Barry Trotz's assistant when the Capitals climbed the hill and won the Stanley Cup. Jacob Chychrun working to the outside. Spencer Carberry would love to see Ethan Frank score. Gain some confidence. A long-range wrister that's covered up by Matt Murray as he has it secured at the top of the paint.
Well, it's a three-headed monster when you look at their...
And they've been on the road for an awfully long time. Still have one more game on the road before they get back to Climate Pledge. A long slapper that was deflected. LT makes that stop. Thompson straight ahead for Dylan Strome. Strome at the attacking line, shoved to the boards. They overlap for a Wilson drive. Matt Murray shuffled over to make that save. The brother of Caps netminder Charlie wears 55 in the white. Schwartz from downtown, stopped by Thompson, and the rebound's cleaned up by Sandin. Shane Wright on his horse. Going to get there ahead of Faravari, no icing. Snapshot delivered from Newman. Yanni Newman, 38 in the white. Stevenson greeted there by Dowd. This is shuffled on ahead to Duhaime. Working against Dunn. Duhaime finds Carlson in the slot. Beautiful pass!
Finding their O, and they've got chance after chance. This is all Duhaime battling, winning the puck battle against Dunn, the defenseman, finding Big John, and he's got tremendous vision. Instead of just blasting that puck, he looks, gets his head up, and he feeds Nick Dowd, and Nick Dowd's got a layup. He could have went to Frank or Dowd on that play. I think their home opener Sunday.
Chychrun winds, bombs away. Murray gets a chunk of that. Chychrun crossing over to keep this alive. Strome waits, forced by Beniers. Chychrun, high slot, turning. Ovechkin spins that one to the goal mouth. Answered by Beniers and played back by Eberle.
That's a good play by Vince Dunn, making sure he secured that low puck. Alex was just looking to spin it towards the net to get a juicy rebound.
Redirect there. Slick deflection try from the youngster Berkeley Catton, 19 years of age. South of the goal line, there's Roy on the job with Chychrun. Beauvillier will loop it back to center. Capital captain nearby. Rolling in Beniers. Off a front foot delivery, stopped by Thompson. Duhaime was angled there by Ryan Lindgren. Tolvanen coughed it up. Faravari, long way from the cooker. Gloved by Murray. When you have a little bit of an ailment, you go running to Jason.
Absolutely.
And he helps. Faravari cross ice, Carlson towards the goal. That's vacuumed up. You didn't hear the sound of the meeting room when John Carlson made that delivery. They were pumped up for Jason Service as this is gloved by Matt Murray. Two teams that only see each other twice this season. The Caps will be at Climate Pledge in late January. That's part of a 6-game homestand as Ovechkin pulls up and snaps one wide. Sordiff deals it out wide. There's Protas from board to board. Leonard closing in. Fires off the crossbar.
And that's that shot we saw a lot at Boston College, I'll tell you that. Sordiff and company move the puck up, then go left to right. Look at that shot. That is deceptive. That is a tough shot for the goalie to pick up. And there's the shot right off the crossbar, getting that puck around Dunn, the defender. And there you see.
No running room at all for Myers. Off this turnover, Hayden has it. On a push-through move, good save there by Thompson.
Man, that was a real nice play.
Carlson towards the goal mouth. Wilson was looking for one of those drive-by deflections. Snapshot on the way, gloved by Murray. He'll squeeze.
Or you would have guessed that the Caps won that game, but getting down quickly like they did, too hard to come back in this league.
Roy off the feed looking for a Chychrun snapshot that's blocked.
Oh,
this
post again.
Around or
post here on this sequence. Here comes a shot from the point to redirect off their own man. Hit the same spot that they hit before.
Midpoint, Van Riemsdyk. Sandin lurking. Long range from Van Riemsdyk. No worries there for Murray.
Years ago.
Deflection try loose in front. One more relay to the slot. Good defense by Tolvanen. Leonard, snapshot on the way. Stick save Murray.
Yeah.
Washington and Seattle. Seattle enters the NHL in 2021-22, so this is just the 9th meeting between these two. We're off and running in the second. Logan Thompson's at this end of the rink. Cartier there, drafted by John Carlson. Cartier with Hayden and Myers. Seattle losing Mason Marshman an evening ago in a setback up in Philly. Loose in the high slot.
Some chaos in their own zone. You know, they go back to retrieve a puck, heavy forecheck, first F1 in hard, turns the puck over, and there's the shot. But it's Big Pro putting pressure on Aliaksei that squirts that puck free. And there you see the deadly accurate release. 1,500 in the Caps' next home game.
Chekrin fires and scores! Off a relay from the captain, it's 3-love.
He's at the top left of the screen here. Here's Ovi, seam pass, collect, fire. Right in stride there, and Matt Murray, you could see him at the end of that, thought he could have had that, but that's a howitzer. No goalie's gonna stop that. The way it was passed from side to side, you're moving as a goalie, you're trying to reset, and he does, but there's the scorcher into the top corner.
When I see it in the mornings in practice, and I'll explain further when we have the chance. Roy, bad angle deflection try. Murray just holds on. Wilson protecting, covering at point position. LaPierre deals. LaPierre fires, pad save, rebound loose. Bothered by LaPierre. He'll goose it ahead. This is a 2-on-1. McMichael with Wilson. McMichael fires. Good pad save. Rebound. The carom goes wide. Go in the second period.
And here's the play. Michael against Dunn, and Dunn says, you know what? I'm going to take the man going to the net. That one still no shots on net. We're just about halfway through the second period.
Strome picks up for Washington off this turnover. Leonard on the entry, stick check by Beniers.
That's a good check by Beniers, holding the line, getting his stick out, being active, preventing that entry.
Leonard full flight, good kick out save by Matt Murray. Now he has to get on his horse. Schwartz is there first, bad angle backhand. Protas pitched up and ready to go. Goals in 2 of his last 3. Wilson back to Protas, right on in. Didn't convert there.
The goal scorers here. Look at that pass by Wilson. That's a timing pass. The puck rolled on Pro. That wasn't happening early on in the season. He was burying everything, but it's a tic-tac-toe through the neutral zone with a fine feed by Tom. Could easily be 4-0 after
20 minutes to go. In the words of Spencer Carberry, you wanted to finish this homestand on a high note. Be on the right side of things. Centering pass comes all the way through. In the middle of a change, Myers buzz that one wide. Rebound, score. Off the backboard, Schwartz puts one home.
Yeah, they had a quick attack on the line change there. And here it is, kicked to the point. Watch the slap shot come. Off the body right there and off the boards. And there you see the puck coming off the boards. And boom, it's in the net like that in a flash. That's Schwartz in a nutshell. Right?
Spencer Carberry scratching Sonny Milano from the forward ranks. Catton closing in, bang, bang, great save! Thompson robbed Eberle. Third period. Seattle has 1 and could easily have had 2. Faravari for the Caps, working back, 3-on-1 shorthanded. Wilson, Faravari, Wilson to the front. Looking there for McMichael, deflected away.
That was a great fake by Tolvanen, drew everybody to him, faked and moved to the middle.
Tolvanen settles, that ricochets off of Protas. Catton rings the inside of the pipe. Looking for his... In Columbus on Friday. This one's looped towards the empty cage in the final minute. McNugget minute now of the third.
Unlucky there for Chikrin because he alley-ooped that perfectly to Tom Wilson.
Wilson. Tom Wilson on the board. Points in 6 of 7 games for 43 Red.
Over right into this season. The first play by Chikrin was awesome, except he didn't get the bounce to Tom Wilson. This one, they make it happen and will send Seattle up to Winnipeg with another loss.
Wilson can... Fans rising to their feet. And this one is in the books by the final count of 4-1.